Hi there. I've recently wrote an article for our local Christian newspaper called Spark, and I want to take a moment to share that with you. It's a challenge for the Christians of this town, specifically to rise up full of God and to proclaim the gospel to this town. I've entitled it Awake Up. Our reason. I want you to imagine for a moment a scene of unimaginable anguish, pain and sorrow, the jaws of hell shut, never to be opened again. Ponder the finality, the gravity of this great slaughter. And now I want you to see Christ, one with the Father, pure and spotless, innocent and lovely. Watch as he faces the scorn and rejection of men. Gaze as his robe is ripped away from his skin, from his back, and his skin is gashed to pieces. See the iron driven deeply into his hands and feet. Watch as all the evil of mankind is poured out upon him. Every curse ever spoken, all the weight of this world upon his shoulders. See the Father crush his Son. Hear the Son cry out, "Why have you forsaken me?" See Christ, who for the joy that was set before him pours out his very life. Church, that joy was us. Christ died for a bride, a people set free from the power of sin to live forever unto God. If this does not move you, if this does not cause your heart to stir, then you know not God and you must be born again. To us belongs the tremendous privilege, the gravest responsibility to declare and to demonstrate this good news unto the ends of the world. Our hunger. For a year or so we have met in various church buildings. Pray for Leek was our focus. Since then I've continued to meet with a few of us to pray for the salvation of our town and a revival in the Church of Leek. An awakening of hearts once again to hunger after the things of God. I have what I believe to be a holy discontentment within me. I long to see the church arise full of glory. A recent Telegraph article observed that British Christianity isn't dying, it's sleeping. And I ask who among us would rise up and cry, "Awake." Whatever happened to the power of God in our midst? When was the last time the sick were healed? Demons were cast out, the dead were raised, souls were saved, the Holy Spirit was poured out in your church. Where are the evangelists, the preachers of the gospel? The Booths, the Whitfields, the Wesleys who rose up in their generation. Could it be that we have not because we ask not? Could it be that our hearts are so full with the trifles of this world that we do not realize that we are starving spiritually? I've seen a measure of God, and what I have seen compels me to go after more. I have no other choice. Nothing else can truly satisfy. And I urge you to pray and to fast and to seek the face of God for this town. Our vision. I believe the day is coming when the bride will cry out as the Spirit cries out, Revelation 22 verse 17, and they're going to cry, "Come," with a voice of compassion and authority. And we shall see not only our town, but the nations come to Christ, the desire of all nations, Haggai 2 verse 7. In less than 2 years' time, I shall be leaving Leek with my family. And we're going to set off around the UK in a van we've named Pilgrim's Rest, preaching the gospel wherever we can. And when we're done with the UK, we're going to set off towards Pakistan, casting our lot firmly in the hands of God. We call ourselves pilgrims because this earth is not our home. And our charge is not to build for ourselves comfortable lives upon this earth, but our charge is to go forth and pour out our lives and take up our crosses and follow after Christ. We take Christ at his word When he assures us, do not worry about what you shall eat or what you shall wear, but seek first my kingdom. When he says, sell what you have and give to the poor and store up for yourselves treasure in heaven, I have learned that we can truly bank our entire lives upon Christ and his word. He is the surest and most certain of investments. He can never fail. Whilst we remain in league, I'm committed to proclaim and demonstrate this gospel in this town. And I appeal for us as the churches of League to join forces to this end. I'm proposing a Saturday night outreach, an opportunity for you to bear witness of what Christ has done in your life, an opportunity for your gifted preachers, your evangelists, to exercise their giftings beyond the confines of the church walls. A chance for your gifted musicians and artists to flood the streets with the glory of God. Where are the burning ones? Where are the ones who would storm the gates of heaven this year and plunder the gates of hell? Please get in touch with me, and let's continue to cry out for this town and run with the glorious gospel. Bless you and have a great new year.